staff structure. Owner manager, which is going to be you, the administrative assistant, and then finally the caregivers. This is the staff structure that we suggest you start out with in the beginning. The owner, obviously we know who the owner is, that's you, and the manager, that's also going to be you in the beginning, because you need to learn the business, hands in and out, hands on. You need to learn every task, every operation, and create every system within your company. You're going to have to create it, and you're going to have to eventually teach other people how to do it. But before it can be created, you have to do it and know it and understand it. And that goes for how to schedule, how to marketing, what systems and stuff that you're going to create to find new clients. Payroll, stuff like this is some of the things the manager is going to have to that you, the owner, is going to have to understand, and the manager that you're going to eventually train to do. So we suggest that you start out as the manager. Don't try to hire any managers, anything in the beginning, and just kind of learn your business. Focus on understanding different operations of what you're doing. So say like for recruiting, for instance, how do you recruit? What are some of the things that you do to recruit? You write that stuff down so you can have an outline of everything that's going on in your business. So when it's time to actually train somebody to do it, you'll have like notes and stuff like that for each task that you have to do in your company to make it run day to day. And those are some of the things you're going to have to be doing day to day as a manager. The next person that you want to hire is an administrative assistant. You can call them a personal assistant, administrative assistant. Nobody uses secretary anymore. What's the other word that you hear? Whatever. They're they're just there to help you. With the things that you have to do. Again, you have a lot of stuff going on as the manager. You're going to be answering the phone calls. When you have clients, they're going to be having needs and stuff like that. The caregivers are always going to have needs. When you're hiring new caregivers, that's going to be a process. So, from running background checks to calling back references and checking certifications and stuff like that. So it's like a lot of stuff that has to be done. These are some of the tasks that you can have your administrative assistant help you with. So she's just going to be there to help you in the beginning, and she or he is going to be there to help you in the beginning. And then obviously you're going to need caregivers. And this is pretty much the structure that we say stick with until at least your first year. This is the situation that you want to create. The structure that you want to create within your first year before you go out and try to hire anybody new. The next person that I will hire after this structure, it will be an actual manager. So they will be doing your position. So you can kind of focus on the big picture stuff as the owner. And that's pretty much it for the staff structure. And it's just a quick note. People might think about, okay, the pay. In the beginning, you shouldn't be taking any personal money out of your company. Unless this is necessary for you to take like money from your company and put it, in like for your own pocket. Every dime extra should be going back into your company, whether that's marketing material, marketing funds, just business related funds, whether it's upgrading, you're getting software, and what other things might you need, getting whatever. But there shouldn't be any money going out of your company in the beginning. You need to be putting all that money back into you. So you might have to get continued education stuff for your caregivers. So there's a lot of things that that you're going to need the money for and reserve for to maintain your business. You always want to have extra money for payroll and stuff like that. So all this money all this money that you're making, all that money is not yours. Don't think just because you made a profit or your company made X amount of dollars past payroll that's your money. It's not. It's the company's money, and put it back in the company account and save it until and try and use it to do more marketing and to build your brand and build a stronger website and build a stronger presence in the community and get some sales training or whatever there is to do to make your business stronger. That's what that money's for. And when you think about the administrative assistant, how do you pay her? So we think we started ours off at like $9 an hour, and then as she proven to be worthy of more, we gave her a raise, to $9.50, and then eventually $10. So, and they can be on a part-time basis. So you're talking about 20 hours a week. It's $200 a week, and I mean that's pretty much a good amount of money. Once you start having some caregivers, once you start having some clients, then once you start making that money, that's another expense you'll have, because the different thing about the administrative assistant and the caregivers are out there making the money. So it's easy to see how to pay the caregiver, because okay, you're making $20 an hour off this client, you got to get a caregiver 10. Obviously, boom, that's easy math. But because the administrative assistant isn't making out there making money for you, a clear asset, making money like that, it's kind of hard to find a benefit. So you have to make sure that she is worth that $200 a week for you and your company. Is she allowing you to do more things because she's there, or is she just standing, she's just not, she's not actually adding that value to your company? You got to make sure that's going on, and to make sure of it, you could just kind of look and say, okay, before I hired her, we were doing this, and these are the amount of sales, or these are the amount of clients that came in, or these are the amount of leads that came in, or these are the amount of whatever. This is how much money we were making before she got here, and this is how much money we're making now. It's gonna take some time for you to kind of see it, but you definitely want to pay attention to it once you hire an administrative assistant. And also, you want to make sure you have their tasks outlined, and we're going to get into that a little later. So this is the staff structure that we just suggest for you in the beginning. You, the owner, become the manager, and you stay in that position for, I say, no less than a year, just so you can learn all the operations and stuff of your company and the systems that you're going to create. The administrative assistant, they're directly responsible, to you. So you just, they're there to help you in any, you can have them help you in any kind of way, business related. So, and then obviously the caregivers. This is just the structure that we suggest that you stick to.